What's up, guys? Welcome back. DTC Auto. Been having a lot of trouble lately finding things worth recording because I kind of feel like the majority of what I'm dealing with is just gross incompetence, and it's all pretty boring stuff. So I think I'm just gonna record whatever it is I run into. I don't know how that's gonna go, but I guess we're gonna find out. Right now what I got is a Chevy Trax that the customer complaint is that the fan doesn't work on speed number 4. And what I was told is we replaced a resistor and now nothing works. So we're gonna have to look into that. I got no trouble codes that are important. Let's go into the HVAC module, see if there is, you know, any information that we can use about the switch, just to see if the switch is getting the information. The only thing we see is a defog switch. Which I wonder, does that, see that? Yeah, okay. So that seems to work. Which doesn't help us at all. Let's see, anything in this menu? Just battery voltages. Sensor data, not really useful. I think what we're gonna have to do is use a wiring diagram here. So, let's pull up our air conditioning diagram. And let's find our blower motor in the diagram. Blower motor resistor, HVAC control module. So, it looks like this is a ground side controlled circuit because our switch is providing the path to ground. We have our resistor, which is on the bottom of the blower motor, so I think we're going to be doing all our testing at the bottom of the blower motor. We're just going to need to connect to a power source, so that way we can see if it's switching to ground. Alright, let's go get a test light and see what we find. Okay, this is our setup for this. I got one wire hooked up to power and ground, running back to my test light, which is hooked up to the power side of this cable. I'm gonna drop the cover right here and get to the resistor. So let's do that. I have a feeling this is just gonna be a defective part, but you never know. Considering it went from not working on one speed to now not working on all speeds, I am more inclined to think, oops, wrong size. I'm more inclined to think it is a defective part. So let's see what we can find. What is going on here? Why can I not get this panel? What size is this? Okay, I did have the right size on there before. I just wasn't actually on the fastener. Helps if I look. One. And where's the other one? Gotta be around here somewhere. There we go. Why am I having so much trouble with that? Take this off. Now, do I see Anything here? Okay, here's our resistor. Alright. Let's unplug it. Wow, why won't this unplug? Oh, well then, that is pretty crazy. This thing is absolutely toasted. I mean, how do you miss that? How? I don't understand. What circuit is this on? The black and white. And the black and white. Which I have a feeling the blow motor itself is probably seized. Let's take a quick look into that. I don't see anything wrong there. At least not on that connector. Because this is like absolute total carnage here. I can smell it. It smells terrible. Wow. This is what happens with cheap parts and missed diags. Let's get something to jump that and see what happens. Alright, so here's the setup now. I got wires directly connected to the blow motor up there. I got my fuse. And going back to here, so let's add ground and see if it runs the fan. The fan runs. No problem. Good airflow out of the vents. So I'm gonna chalk this up to a junk part. It's just terrible how much damage a cheap part caused. Look at this. It is like, wow. That's bad news. Anyway, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe. Hopefully I stop getting total incompetence and maybe can actually get something worth recording. Have a good one, guys.